All right, everybody. Oh, fuck, I forgot my hat. Shit, we're streaming.
Oh God, what a tragedy.
Hold on, just keep us going until I got
Which one Cheese is gonna get tonight? What hat is it gonna be? Oh, he's going with the black hat. Smart move. All right.
We're going with that black hat. Oh man.
Step one in a lawsuit: get rid of the wannabe apparel.
I can do it. Is that we're going right into the lawsuit? Is that what we're going into?
Well,
I think you're bluffing. I think you're bluffing because I haven't received any paperwork. I think it's something dumb you're doing online
getting the
with
paperwork.
Justin. I don't even think Justin's a real attorney.
Yeah, you do it online. Where else would you do it? You want us to go hand?
Threaten me?
What?
You're gonna threaten me?
That's
online?
the only way I get their message to. Look, there's gonna be people who ask, "Why am I even doing the show?" And I think they should know before
because
we went.
You can't get enough of me.
Before
that's what you need to that's what
it's true. No, 1 day a week.
Yeah,
I need that 1 day a week.
You can't get enough of me except when it's to do something that actually is going to take a little effort, and maybe you there's a chance you might not succeed, and then you just run off.
Yeah, no, 1 day a week's enough. Yeah, that's all. 1 day a week, minimum effort.
Well,
kind of like that chick. You know, everybody had one at one time. 1 day a week and not that much effort, and they're all right. But then you start getting into more of that, and it's too much like commitment.
And she buys you lunch and all of that stuff.
Sometimes, if you're lucky. But no, really, we were friends. When we signed up WNCW.
Wait, come on, man.
We were friends when we signed off on WNCW, and we said no matter what happens, we're going to remain friends. Like, we're not going to let going into business together destroy us as friends. I'm here as a friend. Like, Wine and Cheese, to me, that was our therapy session for both of us.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I needed one, sometimes you, most of the time you. But sometimes I needed something bad would happen to me. But they were like therapy sessions, and I still I want to do that with you. So regardless on WNCW and the legal ramifications of it, I still want to be your friend.
Why would you? Well, I want to be your friend, too.
Good.
I mean, even though you're chipping away at that on a regular basis.
Just the bank account.
Justin isn't even, just so the people who don't know who this man is, you're seeking legal service from a dude who does open mic night at Chikiwawa.
Look, I did find out he wasn't Jewish, which was a little disappointing to me. Just for qualification-wise, they usually get better results, but I'm willing to give him a try. Jessica, our case is so strong. You completely slandered me. You blamed a man's tragic injury on me.
No, that's
you
not.
Did.
That's the opposite.
In the interview with him that you weren't supposed to post, and you did something weird too because it was private and you kind of couldn't find it. And then next thing you know, it popped up, but then it wasn't showing up in the play. Like I knew you were doing something weird. You were trying to sneak it up.
You sound like a fucking woman right now.
Yeah, what?
I see you not posting the damn thing.
Yeah, no, you didn't. It like snuck out, and the next thing you know, there's a little clip, and even in the
marketing genius.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Marketing fucking genius.
And I'm listening to it, and you're blaming me, not.
I didn't blame you at all.
We agreed that you were going to lie to him and tell him that his move fucked up, and I was good with that.
That's what he.
But in the interview, you go, yeah, and the Czar man, he didn't fasten the ring. You like incriminate. We said we weren't going to do that.
That was a joke.
That's a breach of contract, and that's
joke.
That's why. And dude, we're still going to do WNCW. I'm going to still do this show with you, and we're going to continue to be friends. But I'm going to take a little of your money, and that's how it's going to work. Like, I still want to do it. I'm not backing out because, goddamn, anybody who knows me and some people who don't really know me and just make wild assumptions, they know that I'm not afraid of hard work and effort. Like, I put forth hard work and effort on creative projects.
Oh, really?
4 days a week.
Is that what you do?
I don't.
Well, I mean, our most recent project, you did not, and you backed out on.
It's because I'm intelligent also. I'm not stupid, jeez. That's why I'm getting some of your money.
Man, my head is starting to itch from this Red Bull. I mean,
oh, boy.
Okay.
It's hot in here, huh?
It is, bro.
Holy fuck. What's happening?
The fucking.
You want to go outside?
Let me make sure I got the thing turned down right.
Dude, it's blowing, bro. Like, that motherfucker's cranked. Man.
Fucking lightning.
I don't know if you're red because you're worked up or mad or
lightning hit the. Okay.
You're hot.
A couple of days ago, my condominium, the fucking lightning hit the fucking building, right? And it took out everybody's TVs and air conditioning and modems and shit. So
I remember that. It was Wednesday night before the show. All that happened before because you called me.
I just still have the dude. I haven't had the time to fucking get the AC dude over here to come. So I got the window unit to get the guy out here to replace the fucking.
All you gotta do is call him.
Oh, I got to meet him over here and shit, and fucking get him the condensers on the roof and shit. So it's like a whole access thing. And so I just got the window unit kicking back there, and I hadn't been here in a while.
I understand. Neither has cold air.
Yeah, I mean
but it's cool. I got this. I'm not afraid of hard work and dedication.
I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect.
I know.
So okay,
I can't sue you for this. So
I'm not.
I don't care.
I'm not perfect, and sometimes maybe you should just trust me. Have you ever fucking thought about that?
I did, and then Woody told me never trust cheese. So I mean, Woody don't really. He's not known for a guy to lie. Woody, I am Woody's best friend. And he told me don't trust cheese. He also told me at one time, I said, Woody, I suck at this. I don't know how to become a good photographer. And Woody said to me, take plenty of pictures. That shit, it's true. I found it to be true. So when he says don't trust cheese, it was simple. No riddle, no parable. Just don't trust cheese. I'm like, he ain't gonna lie to me.
Look, you talking
Last time he lied, all his hair fell out.
Why are you talking about being a photographer?
Because I got a camera. I couldn't figure out
You're
why.
You're already better than the dudes that are out there trying to do it on their own.
That's why I don't have to do it anymore.
Do you want, like, all these people that
totally
we know
understand
in our circle that show up and shoot, they have no idea what they're doing.
Look, you can buy a camera and you can.
They don't know about color.
They don't know about. They don't.
Why is every picture they take white is blue? I don't understand that.
Because blue and orange is kind of popular right now in imagery and movies. Okay, wow, it's gonna be that kind of party. That bitch gave you wings, huh?
Right?
Where's your beer at?
You
can't even drink beer tonight. It's that
look,
bad.
It's I just.
Oh boy.
It's.
This is good.
I mean, I had such a good time.
Doesn't that shit taste like battery acid? How do you
terrible.
drink that? Oh, is that why you threw it like that?
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Right.
I had such a good time with Lucha Libre in here
did
last week. Yeah,
well, I'm glad you had fun lying to the man.
You did. I didn't lie to
the man. I did watch it. He's incredible, but I knew he was incredible. That's why I feel bad for him. And what you're doing is just wrong. And he's a likable guy. Like if it was the guy that pissed himself
and fucking tamale. Like,
he was hilarious.
Right?
I was impressed.
With his three sisters, Maria, and Maria. Like, you gotta be.
He never really talked, or he talked, and I just, to be honest, every time he's talked before the show, I just kind of thought that I didn't understand, Spanish, so I kind of tuned him out.
Yeah.
Like, he's not talking to me because I don't understand what he's saying.
Well,
I didn't realize he was speaking English the whole time.
You treat the wrestlers like puppets, and I get on a personal basis with them because that's our breadwinners. So,
I understand.
And
you
that's
get on a personal relationship so you can feed them bullshit.
What I mean,
manipulate them. Well, I'm just there going, hey, you're a masked wrestler. Jump off the rope and hurt yourself.
I didn't make him wear a mask. He's been doing that for years. We just brought him in.
It's a tradition or something, right? Yeah, he did good though, man. It was funny.
He did, man. He really was.
You did a good job too, sneaking the fucking show up.
Right? It's just
everybody go back. You edited out a big chunk in there. I know you edited a big chunk.
There's no editing.
I can't imagine if what made it up there was the good things you said. This is the truth. I had to cut out the lies.
So look, we're right now. WNCW is not on hold. We're still taping. We got the deal that we have. We have to get 36 full-length episodes before. We'll televise it. We're around half a dozen right now, and we're looking good. We're in the editing room.
I'm waiting until they're all done so Justin can deliver that. I'm gonna get him to hand deliver it since you don't like things in email. Get him to hand deliver the lawsuit to you.
He wouldn't know how to fucking draft a lawsuit if you're gonna find
out,
a lawyer held his hand and fucking wrote it out for him. Yeah, he wouldn't. There's no way that dude passed the bar. No way.
All right.
Let's see it. Tell him to bring the bar in here, and I want to see it. Anyway, so that's just the first thing that's got me fucking agitated this week. Like, nothing is going right, man. Why can't any fucking thing go right? So we hadn't talked about it on the show because you hadn't been here or whatever. But we were gonna do. All right. Breathe and
this is going to be good.
Let's segue into the 48-hour film festival because I'm gonna start calling some motherfuckers out.
Oh, really?
Like it's
going to be that kind of party.
Well, Jack Locke, all right, called out.
All right,
where you at? Called out. Where you at?
Right,
the 48-hour.
We're working our way backwards. Let's go.
The 48-hour film festival is basically. For y'all who don't know what it is, it's a competition or or like, I guess, you know, an artist like you.
It's called the 48-hour film project, I believe.
Well, whatever. I don't care. I don't really care.
I'm just
Are you
saying.
sure?
I'm almost positive.
You know, that's what one of you fruity, artsy, fartsy dudes, y'all would call it something like that to make it not a competition and not stressful, you know, and you would want to make sure it's the perfect situation for everybody, but that's not the case. It's the 48-hour film, whatever, is a thing where you sign a team up of, it could be one guy, it could be 500 people. You go on a Friday night, and it starts this Friday, and you pay a little entry fee. It's around $150. You pay an entry fee, and they give you a genre, and you basically, there's 30 different genres, 15 on each side. You pick one from each side, and then you get to choose which one. So out of 30 genres, you do one. They give you a line of dialogue, and they also give you a prop.
A line of cocaine.
Right?
Get out there, kids. Get them. You got 48 hours. Get on it.
That would be better if they gave you a fucking line of cocaine and a prop.
32 hours here. It's just us doing drugs.
So it's, you know, by definition, it's a little bit of a crapshoot. You know, you do some preparation going in.
They put things in it to make sure you didn't make it last year or spent 3 weeks doing it.
So it starts this Friday, and you had agreed to do this with me.
I agreed to talk to you about it.
Well, that's not how I felt. I thought you were in.
Oh, I said, I was in to come talk about it and find out all the details.
Because
you know how it is. At first, it's shaky. You don't know. I'm just not going to commit to something. To me, that's a pretty decent commitment that at the right time, I'm not going to back out just because I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
And what am I getting myself into? So, yeah, I agreed to meet with you. And then after we met, I thought about it for a little while and jumped to a conclusion. But then I'm like, man, I just don't want to do it. I would have to not do a few things to do that. Yeah. And those are a few things that I go, wasn't worth it.
Rather do that. And that's fine. Yeah. You want to know what? I actually respected the fact that you came and sat down. You didn't, we even didn't do the show because we were saying, hey,
that night
let's give this thing some real time to talk about. It wasn't like you came in and out. I think we may have fucking 3 hours we might have spent like really hashing things out.
At least.
And you decided you wouldn't do it. So, and that was fine. Look, I get it. I understand your reasons for not wanting to do it. It was disappointing to me, I got to say, because.
Well, I'd hope so.
It was disappointing to me because, you know, I like our interaction, and I think we have good chemistry, and I want to broaden that. You know, I'd like to get into different things and try them, and I'm the type of person where I will go into something being a rookie. I will, and just trying to put
I always like that because I put myself at that same level. Like,
right? Yeah.
When you ask me to do something, I'm like, hey, I respect y'all work. I always put out, you know.
Yeah, so
most of the time put out good stuff.
Right. Well, that's just going to be it. Most of the time is, to be honest with you, most of the time is a wonderful compliment. It really is.
Oh yeah. Like, especially if you're doing a lot nothing.
If 3 out of 10 we're hitting it, we're in the Hall of Fame in baseball.
Yeah, like this show, not that good. Someone's before this.
This
they're pretty fucking good shows. Watch the beer drinking competition,
and that was fun. So I was like, all right. We got together the next day with the core that I had ready to do it. And so not only did we lose you, but we lost Jack Lock because he was
smart.
Kind of a no.
Right. I understand. He was Team Tome.
He was Team Tome. But that was, you know, my original idea was I want to do this thing with you and Jack, and then, you know, we got 3 creative minds, but now we need people who can actually do the nuts and bolts. You know, the filming and the getting the good shots and the scoring it and putting it together. So whatever, that went away. So the next day, I share my commercial space with another guy and the wrestlers, who's a movie making and production and acting veteran. He's been in the game 20 years. He was in. You remember that movie Waiting? With you remember that? It was one of Ryan Reynolds' first movies. They actually filmed it down here, And it was a thing about waiting tables and not Ben Affleck.
You know what? I probably wouldn't have liked it if I watched it before, but now that he's Deadpool and everything Deadpool does is fucking hilarious, I'd probably watch it now and really like it.
Waiting was a really good movie. A lot of people out there will know what it was.
In it.
Dane Cook was in it. He was now
that you go watch Ryan Reynolds movies and you realize that's not Ryan Reynolds, it's Deadpool. Like, it's kind of fucking funny.
Ryan Reynolds, I got to admit, man, he's up there on my list of like man crushes.
Really?
I find him attractive.
So you think you don't like it when he puts Deadpool costume on?
I tried to watch Deadpool.
He's in the costume.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing it for you. Yeah.
Well, I didn't really. Van Wilder is the type of stuff that I liked him in. Have you ever seen Van Wilder? Right?
Is that where they fill a place full of popcorn?
No, that's the one with that with the laser and Val Kilmer.
Yeah,
one
that's
step
Val
forward,
Kilmer.
2 step backs.
That same guy, just different time
genius.
periods. Gotcha.
Real genius. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Did you like Val Kilmer too, or not as much?
Man crush on Val Kilmer too.
Really? All right, so you got a thing that you like.
I do.
Like the fraternity guy, the macho,
good looking,
overconfident. Yeah, you got the hair.
Kind of like me.
I understand, right?
Like
that's what you do. You watch movies to see you just better. That's how it works.
So anyway,
that's how I feel about Tom Cruise.
Right? Do you really?
Yeah, I think I'm like, I can't act neither, so that would probably be it. So if my face structure was a little bit better and better measurements on the eyes and stuff, I might have been able to pull off. He's done some cool shit. Like,
yeah, I mean, I like...
It's the glasses, too. If I had a little better haircut and actually, took better care of myself.
He's a little weird for me.
Might be able to pull off Maverick.
Stop trying to distract me. So the next day...
Inverted.
We get, it's like a forward. And they don't get up.
What was he calling? The burrito or something.
No. He does the flipping taco, and it's like a flying scissor kick, one in the front, one in the back, and they don't get up. And if they do, he hits them with the fucking tamale.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was good shit.
Yeah.
So,
are you gonna meet his sister or one? Did you pick one?
Maria?
You went Maria? Like 3 Marias or something?
Maria, yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Very. And they're not really. They're not much for thought.
It was, and it's funny.
Maria.
The whole time I'm fucking pissed about it, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm looking at him and going, his charisma almost made me not want to sue your fucking
ass. He totally outshone me on the fucking podcast, which
yeah, well, him for a short burst is great, but a couple of hours of that,
right?
It's gonna be like, dude, drywall's done. Time to pack it up.
So the next day we get Todd, who is the veteran,
the guy,
right? And he's got a whole production team that he works with that he's willing to bring it in.
Are you serious?
And in the same day,
this turned into a real movie.
And in the same day, I locked down Luke Hawks, who has been in the 2 biggest movies of the summer this year, across from The Rock and across from he was in the movie Logan. So
dude, he knows how to wrestle. He knows how to fight, or at least pretend like he is, and he dies fucking incredible. Dude's a great dyer. So, he's been killed by half the Marvel universe at this point.
So we get that, and then it's disappointing that you and Jack aren't in it.
But you're getting better people.
In some ways.
Oh, yeah, right.
We got better people with more experience, but not with the chemistry.
Shit.
But not with the chemistry. You're trading one for another. Right?
So you'll actually get it done. It just will be boring.
So we add a couple of other pieces, and we meet a week ago, and things are looking good, and we start writing and coming up with ideas and brainstorming, and then we get again together last night, and now today we are literally 48 hours from the 48 hours.
Oh, really? This is awesome.
And I get a text from one of the dudes that's really important.
Right.
Hey man, this is it's kind of stressing me out. I'm out.
Yeah.
Right? And
right.
Dude, and at that point...
he's itching. Whoa, this is good. I like this.
At that point, I'm just like, everybody's bitches,
Fuck
man.
you, dude.
No, it's not even...
No,
it's just
not
like
even Mayday.
Everybody's bitches. Like,
wait, time out. What?
Everybody's bitches. It's like, I don't understand. Is it that y'all can't see yourself putting yourself in a situation where maybe there's some indecision, or you don't have complete control, or you don't know?
I call it work. I do it. I make a decent living, and I'm not going to do that to not make money. If I'm doing something for fun, it's got to be fun.
Out, man,
no, it's not. It's called logical. It's, to me, being a responsible adult with your creative projects and time. Like, it's not. I don't have a lot of time and energy.
It's a one-time thing. It's
what does that mean? So why do something? It's a one-time thing. Like, you're not building anything. Oh, I accomplished this. And what do you have the show for? You got a 7-minute thing that you're not proud of. Unfortunately, you go your job when Cheese gets involved. Your job is to get this done, to get the people together, and to coordinate everything.
Yeah.
Right? And you're great at it. You're going to do that. To somebody else's job, take me. I can only take me, for example. If I'm not getting to be creative and make something that I want made and enjoy the process of making it, or just being told, I want to make this, do you want to help me make it? And providing a different service, if I'm not enjoying it, I'm not getting paid, and it's not my creative vision, or I'm not having fun, then you got no reason to do it. Unless somebody's paying you to do it.
Step out of your comfort zone?
I do constantly.
You never do.
I totally do. I always get myself in deeper than I think I should be with everything.
Yeah, maybe you do.
With booking shows, booking guests, just trying to do things that I know could fail horribly. And when you do things, even if it's the 400 people that watch this or listen to Not Real Radio, hey, you do things, in the back of my mind, I'm still that dude that just doesn't want to fail.
Yeah.
And so time and energy, I'm like, man, if I worked for y'all for 48 hours creating somebody else's vision,
creating somebody for us,
it would be, because if you can't be creative and you're not having fun, then that's essentially working for you.
Yeah, and I guess that's
if you go, I was shooting this commercial for this customer, I'm over my head, I could really use your help. Just spend 2 days with us, and whatever you do will be beneficial.
Yeah.
I would be there as a friend. I'd help you move. Maybe not help you move, but
moving sucks.
Right. I'd bring you a drink or something.
Right.
We'll have drinks after. But anyway, I would do that. But it wouldn't. If you only ask me to do it, and the only reason I have is to have fun, and I'm not, then why do it? Why add an extra level of stress on yourself when you're not enjoying it?
I wasn't even in it to have fun. I was in it to put myself in an uncomfortable situation and try and come out on top.
Right, but you're taking creative people, and I don't think your position in this was to be creative except to assemble creative people.
No, because I was willing to be on camera and help produce, whatever it is, the scenes, there's the guy that sits there and puts the camera down, but there's also the guy that builds the set and assembles that. And
you're an amazing head coach. But when the game's going, those people are shooting, and you entrusted those people to make those shots.
Agreed.
And for that guy, for that basketball player or football player or whatever, for them making that shot, it's a totally different experience.
But what I don't like is for somebody to agree to do it and then drop out on everybody else right before it's going to happen.
Yeah, you got 48 hours.
Yeah, right?
You write it then.
You
fucking write it. Like, that's how it works. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and you
look, we're not at the studio.
Like, it's some impossible feat.
We're not at the studio anymore, but yet we're still doing the show. And you set that up. You hooked all this up.
It's
so maybe this
that's
way
what I'm saying.
You got to write the thing.
You say write it as if it's some impossible feat that 0.01% of the population could do. No,
I don't think you can do it.
Of course I can do it.
Then write the motherfucker. You wasted you know what? Maybe your movie is you want to shoot a 48-hour.
Oh, now you want input on the fucking
film
movie,
project.
You know?
I give you ideas for free all day long. I ain't gonna fucking carry nothing.
Text you Saturday.
I ain't gonna plug nothing in.
Stuck.
Oh yeah, you want me to do it?
Right?
I'll write it.
You just be
typical stereo is not gonna end up going on till like 1:30 in the morning. So we'll set up.
What typical stereo? Why are we even? How did they even get? We're not talking. I don't even know why they got brought up.
That's where I'm going to be Saturday night. But what to do? I'll be.
Now I know why you dropped out.
Oh yeah, it's a big show, man.
Now I know why you.
That Pillsbury Flow Boy.
Big show.
Waka waka.
Big show. You know. I saw you got to sit down and watch.
I'll definitely help you though.
Show.
Maybe that's the.
Let's get back to what I'm saying.
That's your film though. Is you trying to make a film and it falls apart. It's already done.
What I'm just saying. I don't understand when people would agree to do something and then lead people to believe that you're going to be there and then at the fucking 11th hour just drop the hammer and jump out. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand that type of stuff.
He wasn't
like,
having fun, maybe. I don't know. You have to ask him.
Yeah,
I want to know from him, but I would guess he wasn't having fun. Wasn't having fun. Wasn't making money. You gotta cut those things out your life.
You're right. So let's just do the same thing we always do and just go back to work Monday and don't have shit to talk about the next, and we just whatever. Right? Right? Yeah. That's what you do?
I don't.
You don't what?
I'll be doing other things.
Yeah.
I'll have stories to tell.
You'll be seeing.
I'll have accomplishments. Sunday night's Not Real Radio. Maybe I'm putting myself out of my comfort zone. I think I might have just created something that has never existed. I've looked on the internet. I can't find any evidence to it. So I'm like, I'm stoked. This is going to be great.
What are y'all doing?
I can't tell you.
You're not going to tell me?
I can't. It would totally ruin it.
I mean, look, I'll be tuned in. I mean, every time I can, I tune in. I mean, I listened to the whole thing last week. I thought it was a good show.
I'm going to do a big announcement about it tomorrow on Not Real Radio. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. Dude, me quitting that Film Fest thing is by far one of the best things that's happened to my creative spirit.
You didn't quit it. You just didn't. You never even joined. But
I should have quit it later. That way it would be better.
I would be fucking highly pissed if you would have fucking dropped out today or tomorrow. At least you had the fucking.
No, I just dropped out of doing it with y'all.
Right. That's fine. Well, that's fine. If I find out
you gave me a stroke of genius. Your creative spirit, it possessed me, and now I'm like, I want to beat that motherfucker. I was saying, if there's 100 7-minute movies, I hope y'all come in 100 and we come in 99. Like, my only goal is to be better than y'all at this point. I just want to win. That's really the only. And I didn't even know. I'm usually not a person that wants to win things.
Yeah.
When I left, I'm like, I'm going to beat their ass. And then I was excited because y'all gave me your whole game plan. I'm like, this is fucking beautiful. Like, I'm going to do a third of the work, put forth probably 110% more effort in a third of the work, and our movie's just going to be superior. And now when I heard that Ted quit, I'm like, fucking right. What time are you going to be here? And he's like, dude, I'm fucking there. I'm like, this movie's going to be
I already got a script.
Yeah.
So, anyway, man, I honestly, I was venting to you before that, I'm done. But part of me, part of my stubborn ass, brain wants to still, I don't care if it's just me or if it's, I just still want to do it. I don't know I don't, if life doesn't have the challenges to look forward to, I don't know how else to operate. It's how I've been, you're telling me that it's an area where I shouldn't even be attempting to do it, but that's everything I've ever done. That's what people tell me is you shouldn't be fooling.
And that's what's admirable about it.
So.
But you know why people don't do that? Because of the reason why you're upset right now.
Why is
so
that?
Unfortunately, these are the things you have to go through for that experience, and this is why other people don't.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, I guess stay tuned for next week. Maybe I still will have done it.
That's right. It'll be over by then. Be turned in.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't wait.
And that's the thing.
Hey, it's only 7 minutes. We need to figure out how we can watch it here. You remember? If you could do that too,
and
like that'd be a major week for you. Complete a 7-minute movie and learn how to play it on this show.
I would not hide from any of that. If I go do this thing, I'll fucking show everybody what we came up with.
Oh, if not, I will.
I'm not like the 99% that is like, oh, that didn't come out good.
Cheese ain't one.
No,
I don't even close. Like,
I'll fucking show you.
No, and all these fucking people talk shit about you. They're not going to take those chances. They're not going to take that burden.
Right?
They're not going to spend their Wednesday night upset.
No, they're gonna be just sitting there doing the same nothing they always did.
Probably masturbate, watch some shitty movie.
Masturbate too, but
yeah, you can do that and still get other stuff done.
So I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes. There's always this FU thing in my head that just wants to say, you see, I told you shit.
Dude, you gotta turn something in at this point,
right?
Like, I don't care if it's you crying for 7 minutes. That might win.
And like there's a knock. Oh, no, there's nobody because nobody ever comes.
You can just put the camera on your eye and just blink normally for 7 minutes, and those artsy fucking freaks will sit there and go, I couldn't stop waiting to see what would happen. It's
Right.
like, oh, you waited 7 minutes. I waited 15 in 7-Eleven and stared at the people in line. Like, congratulations.
How fun would it be to put people through that? To make them watch 7 minutes worth of just my
Maybe every
eyeball.
once in a while, just flicker "fuck you," art fags. Just flicker it like for a second, like that shit in Fight Club. See,
Yeah.
I already got it written another
No, I
one.
know
You're
you
in good hands. I'm gonna send you a text message. I'll get Ted to approve it, and then you're done. You got this.
That's fine. So
One
anyway,
man
that's
show.
I'm definitely on 11 right now because, you know,
But now, even if you decide to do it, you got to convince the other people to not drop out because everybody else dropped out. Like, it become a snowball effect, right?
yeah,
Like
it
when
really did.
People
No, I mean,
start going.
Part of it now, you know, because I lost my writer. Like,
Yeah, why
part of
don't
it-
people like working with you? I know I don't, but I wonder why other people don't.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not enjoyable to be around.
No, it's not fun.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
I don't know. I always have fun.
Yeah, I feel like I will always go the fucking extra mile to make sure things get complete, whether it's money, time, effort, favors. I will do that to make sure that things are complete. I think I have at least a little bit of a track record for doing that. If I tell you, like, if we get into something and we're doing it, like, I try to complete the motherfucker. So, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so
You're a good salesman, man.
Hey,
and,
look.
and a good leader to where you will run ahead. And you're like, oh, better you either chase this motherfucker or lose the war.
So I don't know. I mean, part of me just wants to make it like a one or a two or three man gang, and it's like, fuck it. There's going to be 2 or 3 of us that go out and shoot this thing, and it is what it is. And you know, we try to do the best we can with dialogue and create, you know, creative dialogue and get some good shots and just put something decent together.
Hey,
I don't
if
know.
not, just make it weird.
Yeah.
They might love it. They'll be
Yeah.
like, that's some fucking weird ass
Yeah.
shit. That's what I always did. If I
mean-
tried to make something, it was ending up really bad. I just make it weird as fuck,
'Cause-
and people be like, "That shit's weird as fuck." Nobody ever thinks to go, "That's fucking horrible."
Yeah, right. Because we, you know, even you and I, we sat down and we were just watching some things that were like, hey, here's some examples of what's been done in the past. And we watched the beginning of Reservoir Dogs. And that opening scene of Reservoir Dogs was 7 minutes, and they sat at one table, and it was shot with one camera, and it was very intriguing just because the conversation was good. Like,
Guy made a whole career out of it.
right?
Like,
so,
dude, that was Tarantino.
Yeah,
That's when
you
you
know.
were like, wow, wait, there's actors can actually deliver lines for
Yeah.
a decent amount of time.
and I'm not saying that obviously we're not going to be Tarantino, but who knows? Maybe we come up with 5 minutes of just interesting conversation.
Yeah, if you're losing all your writers, you might want to stick to like being a mime or something. You know,
I
a
really-
mime's bad day.
I don't know. I mean, I'm also thinking about just saying, look, let's just, you know, all the wrestlers are going to be there Saturday morning. Like, hey, let's just, you know, we'll just beat each other up for 4 minutes and fucking turn that in.
Yeah.
So I'll next
You
week.
could do like Deliverance, and you could be the pig.
Next week, I'll fill everybody in on whether we went forward with or whatever. But it seems like every day people are dropping out. So we'll see.
That's good. You
We'll
got
see.
that, and then
I'm gonna-
we'll review Not Real Radio because my groundbreaking idea will have happened. We're
Right.
gonna have a good show next
Okay.
week. It won't
Okay.
be nothing like this show.
We'll nothing groundbreaking.
No.
All right. What can we? Let's talk about something fun.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You've been watching this McGregor Mayweather stuff,
Yeah, you can't help it.
right?
Yeah, it's a virus.
Dude, Conor
It's spreading.
McGregor.
It's kind of like the new Pokemon or whatever, Pokemon.
Anybody who's missing out on Conor McGregor in his prime, man, he's a once in a generation type of dude. I really feel like he is. I think he's one of the greats already. 27-year-old dude. I think he's one of the greats already. He's a badass.
Are we talking about the same guy? Who are you talking about?
Conor McGregor.
Oh, okay.
Who you thought I was talking about?
I don't know. Maybe Mayweather as far as being a boxer. I don't know.
No. You don't. Why? You're not a fan of Conor McGregor?
Well, it's not that I'm not a fan, but I definitely don't think he's one of the greatest.
Well, okay.
Not fighters, nor... I don't even think he's really good at shit talking. I think he's a very interesting character. People like an overconfident asshole to vicariously live through.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when it comes down to it, kind of like the 48-hour film fest, you might just not show up. Or he might turn in a performance, but it's only 7 minutes long and really not that great.
Do you not remember his last fight against Jose Aldo?
Yeah, no, I don't know the order in which the fights, but I watched some footage of him.
He drops fools. Dude's got knockout, legitimate fucking bounce your head off of the mat.
See, a lot of
power.
ones I saw, he was choking people out or punching them in the back of the head while they were on the ground.
I mean,
I've seen him take down a lot of people. It seems to be maybe one of his go-to things is a nice takedown and some grappling moves, right? No, he's a stand-up fighter.
Yeah,
Really?
I think maybe you're mixing him up.
Yeah,
like,
maybe
with
I
who
am.
he is. Like I
seen him getting pounded real hard by this guy. It was almost
Nate Diaz,
homosexual,
who was about 30 pounds heavier than him, and he did, which was 2 weight divisions away, and he did come back and whip the dude's ass.
And didn't he like gas out a couple of times too, where he's not known to really have a lot of stamina?
He's got he's definitely has some cardio issues or
and
whatever.
he is like a UFC fighter to where he does wrestling moves like Greco-Roman, jiu-jitsu, all that fancy shit. But a lot of that's on the ground or takedowns or hip throws, right? I mean, he hasn't trained his entire life to be a boxer.
Well, no. So what? So is that? Are you alluding to? You think Mayweather's gonna be a cakewalk?
Oh yeah. That
really.
I got 2 opinions on it that I've drawn from what I've seen so far and little things I've heard just because you can't get away from it. They're spending this thing cost a lot of money and they're spending a lot of money to get people to watch it. I think Lucha Libre actually had a good point when I was listening to the show, and you kind of laughed him off, but I think he's got a good point, and this is a boxing match, man. And from what I understand, a lot of fighters now go to UFC because it's larger, it's easier to get in, I think, and they're not professional boxers. Like, boxers is an exclusive kind of club of very trained people. We've seen a lot of people come and try to break into boxing, and they can break into UFC a couple of fights way easier than boxing. Usually UFC is where you go when you couldn't be making in professional boxing, because why would you go do that if you can make twice as much money in professional boxing?
Well, you can't anymore for one reason. Boxing is being swallowed
Did you
up.
look at the paycheck between Mayweather?
Yeah, you're talking about one dude in the industry.
I'm just saying that's the industry standard. If McGregor's the best UFC has to offer, and that's what he gets paid, and Mayweather gets paid another price, that's got to set some kind of
$10
industry
million for his
standard.
last fight. I mean, like $10 million for his last fight.
Mayweather's going to destroy the dude. We'll find out. But I also last thing, and then you can say I'm wrong about both. What McGregor has done with these press conferences and the shit talking is disgusting to me.
Really?
Like, it is horrible. I watched it and I said, not only do I feel bad, and I'm going to sound like one of those whack jobs, I feel bad for us as a society and our country at where it is. Maybe other parts in the world are not like this. I would hope not. But that was horrible because I think this is an official sanctioned boxing match.
Yeah.
All right? I always looked at professional sports and especially boxing, because it's a violent sport. It's kind of like karate, to where you have to put discipline and honor and some spirituality behind it. If not, you're just a fucking uncontrollable killing machine. So boxing was a sport, a professional sport, and for it to be treated this way, and the things that were said, and the attitude and the disrespect to boxing as a sport, shows you the kind of people that these UFC Joe Rogan cult members are trying to build this society in the way it is. I found it disgusting. Like, there's kids watching this to aspire to be the next McGregor because boxing is fading out. And that's what you're offering him? Like, dude, even Muhammad Ali in his shit talking.
You don't know the history
Muhammad
of
Ali
boxing.
in his shit talking was still, a family could watch it. You could almost laugh at it. This shit has been disgusting. It's horrible.
No,
that's how you talk in a professional sports conference.
They've been doing this type of promotion in boxing all the way back to the 60s and 70s.
Really? I could go listen to that.
Guys showing up at guys' front lawns and jumping on top of cars and being outrageous. This is a pattern that boxing is.
Well, it's at an all-new high.
I agree with you, because this is the most high-profile fight probably of all time.
Yeah, I just found it weird. They had to do something to make McGregor, like, they need people to bet on him. Like, they need people to. I think they convinced a lot of ignorant
that he has a chance
sports fans into thinking that he has a chance, so that they'll bet on him, so that it's not a lopsided bet. They want to make a lot of money off of this too.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you on that.
I mean, it's fake. Fake in a sense of he don't really have a shot realistically. You wouldn't be very intelligent.
I think he's going to knock him out.
Yeah, all right.
I think he's going to knock Floyd Mayweather out.
You want to bet even? $10.
Yeah.
$10
yeah,
even.
Okay.
All right.
I'll bet you. Yeah.
Gotcha. No round
sure.
bullshit.
No. Just who wins, right? But
if Mayweather, he doesn't even have to win the fight. He just can't get knocked out.
Oh, well,
win.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Because I really do believe.
If Mayweather gets knocked out, I get $10.
Man. He's such
in
a
addition
bigger
to what
man.
Justin's taking.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck, if I hear that
He's just a
name
bigger
one more
man.
time.
You mean size-wise?
Yeah. Like, he's a much bigger man. And
really?
Like,
you don't think that's just the outfits they've been putting Mayweather in? Because I've seen some footage of McGregor and against someone. Like, I don't know the stats on height and weight, but I don't think he's that much bigger.
What you've been watching is when McGregor was fighting in the 145 class.
Oh, okay.
And he had to
went
cut
up.
much weight.
Right.
When he fought,
I'd have to look at the numbers.
When he fought Nate Diaz, he was in the 170s. Probably was higher in the 175 when he fought that. This bout is at 150, 151, I think.
All right.
And so he's much
What's
bigger.
Mayweather at, you know?
He's the 145 champ. He's the welterweight champ.
So it's about 5 pounds difference there?
And the night of, I mean, it's
very
just the stature of the man. One is, and one's much taller, one has more reach. And also, one's 40.
You would think probably more power?
Yeah.
Right.
And one's 40 years old and one's 27 years old.
Yeah, that's fucking kind of crazy.
Right? He's an older, smaller man. I don't know.
The age thing is, that's good. Maybe I'm just pulling for him because he's old.
Yeah. No.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and the McGregor, I mean, Mayweather's style of he is known as the greatest defensive boxer of all time.
Yeah.
Extremely elusive. You know, fights a very he plays chess, not checkers, right?
Right.
So, I mean, that could happen, but I just.
Do you think he goes in crazy at him? Like,
Absolutely
just goes
not.
in flying around?
Absolutely
No?
not. I think
he goes in control, and he's going to box
Mayweather
him.
is 49-0, and I think he does the same thing that he's always done, and he frustrates his
No,
opponent.
I'm saying McGregor, because he's the wild card. You know what Mayweather's going to do, pretty
He's
much.
going to have to apply pressure.
Really? He's going to be the aggressor.
At some point, he's going to have to apply pressure.
Because he's got to hit him.
Right?
Got to knock him out.
Because if the thing goes to a decision, you can just fucking say it's
it doesn't
Mayweather
matter.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, he's going to have to apply pressure. He's predicting a knockout within 4 rounds.
Yeah, of course he is. That's shit talking. Do you think he even really cares if he wins? Like, of course you want to win.
I think he does.
Do you think
care
it's
if he
like
wins.
this is a no-lose situation?
I think it is a no-lose situation for him. It is.
Right.
It could sully if Mayweather loses. It could tarnish his reputation a little bit.
I think
but
so.
I think.
But then if Mayweather just destroys him, that's a big fuck you to UFC. Like, you see that?
Yeah, in some way.
Like I told you, we were the elders and don't disrespect.
But here's the thing: is that for one is an actual sport and one is a niche of that sport, right? The UFC is a real fight. Boxing is one limited aspect of the fight game, right? All we can do is punch, right? UFC, elbows, knees, submissions, jiu-jitsu, all that.
Right.
Boxing is a niche part of that. So we know if it was a real fight, the thing would last less than a minute and Mayweather would be bloody, beaten, and bruised. He has no chance in a real fight. They're putting this in a situation.
It's not a real fight, though. So that becomes irrelevant, right?
What you mean?
I mean, it really is irrelevant because that's not what this is.
No, it's not. It's not. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
because look, you give Muhammad Ali a sword and me a sword, and even in his prime, I might get a good look at it.
Oh yeah, you put it right in the old.
Boom, just get lucky, man.
Yeah.
We ain't talking sword fights though. I don't have a shot in hell in a boxing.
Are you gonna watch it?
No, probably not.
Yeah. This is one of those.
I think it's gonna be one that's too much trouble to watch. The fun part to me is gonna be watching the highlights and then getting the onslaught of social commentary on it. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I like those things.
Dude,
even the ones I don't participate in, I enjoy them.
I think they're gonna charge fucking $100 for this fight.
Yeah, it's something
like
crazy.
If you want to buy it on pay-per-view, I think they're gonna charge $100. So I'm gonna try to, I don't think I want to pay.
I think it's a little sad though that's what kids are watching, aspire to be, and just. I mean, it's cool if you do it once in a while. You had one edited video. The whole thing was just very I don't know.
You talking about the press conference?
Yeah, just the things they use. Like, come here. We went
calling him a bitch and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it went kind of too far. Like you and I know all the
Mayweather
time we want to do conflict because we find conflict entertaining.
Yeah.
And there's some places that you just wouldn't go just because it's like, do you really want to go there for conflict? So as good as the dude is, he's fucking hilarious.
He's really funny.
Like, he's great. He's creative. He's funny. Like I've even watched other ones he did back in UFC. I'm like, this dude works. He'd be a great wrestler.
I think he would be a great stand-up comedian.
I think he's going to be good.
Dude, how great was
he's
it
going to be
Mayweather
better
came
than
out with the
average at
backpack
anything he
like,
does.
What you got the backpack for? You can't even read. Like that was pretty good.
I think that dude. It was one of those people. It's in his fucking genetics. His parents were probably the same exact way. He was always better than average at everything he did. Now, he never be the top at everything he did, but he was better than average.
Yeah.
And I've met a couple of people like that in life. I'm like, man, you motherfucker. Like anything you try to do, like right off the bat with no training or practice, you're already 5 steps ahead.
You're in the class. But I'll tell you
and
what.
not to be nice to you, but like when you busted out on the fucking music scene and had Dirtiest Players, I was like, man, how long you been doing this? I didn't know. And you were like, this is the first time I've done anything like this. You're like, that was too good to be your first time. So
speaking of Dirtiest Players, we had
I
a
heard,
rehearsal.
man. Have I ever heard heard the words?
We actually had a rehearsal. So
good.
I don't want to, this is my band, Dirtiest Players. It's fallen through the cracks so many times that I'm not getting excited. But we did actually
got a lot of checks that are just ripped off and never cashed.
We did actually get a group in, and I'm excited about the group too.
Oh, good.
I think we're gonna.
That way, if it goes bad, like the film fest, I could get a little chuckle.
It can't go bad. This one can't go bad. There's too many studs in it,
all right.
and I'm not one of them. But the band is just. It's just they're studs.
I hope so.
What they play is going to be good. So we'll talk about that more if it actually progresses, but it looks like it will.
Well, fun.
But
I'm
glad
to hear that.
If McGregor knocks out Mayweather, he's the most famous dude on the planet.
At least for a couple of weeks, right?
Right. He'll be unbearable. He'll be the fucking most famous dude on the planet. I mean, he's probably making $50 million for this.
Well, and I should think that could help begin to flip. It's probably already beginning, kind of like cable television versus Netflix and all that. The boxing UFC is, it started already, but that could help make a huge jump. It just gives it more validity.
It's just a more exciting and well-rounded sport.
Yeah, all the guys that would be like, oh, boxing's a real sport and fuck that UFC, those people are dying more every day. Like, they're not going to be around much longer. That and the baseball people.
Yeah. Oh, God, I can't.
That'll only take place in Cuba.
Can't even believe baseball's still around.
I know. People watch that.
Man. All right, so.
Well, they say they watch it. I don't know. I bet you they doing other shit. They fucking around on their phone. You're watching fucking porn on their phone.
Go Cubs.
Got the wife telling them something about the dog puking on the carpet and kids running around. They ain't watching that baseball. They just like to have it on.
Dude, I've been thinking more and more about trying to detach from the phone.
Really?
I think it's prohibiting and restricting my progression.
Really? That's odd.
You don't think? You don't think that there's too much? You don't think you're attached to the phone so much that your brain doesn't have, like, any moment that you have that might be uncomfortable or whatever, the phone comes out and I'm looking on it, and you don't give your brain time to actually explore and think about new things. It's like just scrolling Facebook or the text message or whatever. I think it's restricting.
It hasn't to me.
Really?
Yeah, because I really like that little place I go.
Yeah.
So I go there as needed. And then I use the phone as needed, too. I love fucking multitasking, and I hate fucking wasting time. So if I'm in a line somewhere, maybe I can check on Not Real Radio, see what some other people are doing, see what creative is happening out there, maybe see what time the movie is playing that I want. Check my email at work, see if anything new came in or anything past I need to handle. Man, I use time that I used to waste either to be entertained or to be productive. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fucking incredible. Maybe it wasn't
wasting time. Maybe that time was what allowed your mind to give you that next level of creativity, original creativity.
Yeah, that's where I have my projects. So I know I have to work on them. So to work on them, I have to go to that place. So sometimes I'm in there doing that. I don't pull out the phone.
Yeah, I guess that, and I think I'm in the spot where I'm trying to envision a life where the phone becomes obsolete. Like, I almost don't need it. And I don't know if this is going to make me happy or whatever, but I think I want to get away from it. I've been attached to it for the profession that I've had for the past 10 years. That phone is vital because I need to be kept in the loop on things constantly. So during the day, it's a constant barrage of texts, pictures, emails, phone calls, right? Like it's I can't, if I went a day without my phone.
But that's your tool, correct?
It is.
Right.
It really is. It
that would be like me saying, if I could go a day without a fucking ladder, I would love it. I think I'm attached to the ladder. I'm on top of the ladder all goddamn day long. It's like, man, that phone's fucking making your money. Like, that's doing your job. How easy is your job now because of that phone when you used to have to drive around? You wouldn't get shit done.
Yeah, well,
you'd have to take a pay cut.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, man, you spent 4 days answering 2 questions. You just answered 15 on the phone. If you're the answer man, unfortunately, that's how people communicate.
That's definitely a different way to look at it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's your ladder. Now climb it.
Yeah.
One email at a time.
Yes, I'll be there.
Fix that. What else you got? Film Fest done. Fix that one. Fucking phone's done. It's all fixes shit.
All right.
Much better than the old guy. Used to break shit. This is the new zone.
We're getting towards, the end of the thing. You brought up, we usually have like a little sub list over here of stuff. You brought up meditation.
Yeah, and you hit kind of on the same topic. I was asking you if you did that. If you think it's beneficial.
I've never tried it. I don't know how to do it.
Because you said the phone keeps you from going in your mind and just having original thought, or what would you be doing in your head? Clearing it? Like meditation is clearing your head, making it stop work.
Like,
that's it. Nothing going on up there.
Yeah, but from what I understand, it things like transcendental meditation,
right.
You turn it off. But then after a certain amount of time, it allows your brain to
astral project.
Yeah, to actually get out there and think of new things. I can tell you this.
Yeah.
When I sit down and I've got a beat or some music or a riff or something that I'm listening to and I need to write some lyrics to, the phone I will be worse at writing that verse of lyrics if the phone is there.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Because I will be writing and boom. And
you can't do that,
right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that things like, there are a lot of famous people and smart people that I look up to that practice TM, transcendental meditation. Right. And I don't do it, and I don't know how to do it. I always did want to go do it.
I'll tell you what I know from it. The little bit I've known from researching it. Right. One, the phone, the ladder scenario.
Yeah.
When you're on the ladder, don't use your fucking phone. I can't use my phone, so I'm away from it. So if you're doing something, and that's what you're doing, and that's what's important, then make sure, dude, kind of weird. I had that watch. Now I could check it easier. It takes less time. I don't have to, if you blow it off, it's seconds. You just looked at your watch, so you don't get out of the zone kind of thing. And when you got something to do, you have to keep it away. Like turn off silence it or something.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know,
because meditation,
the pace that what I do during the day, it doesn't allow me to get away from it. But I'm looking for maybe even after work or at night. Like,
to me, meditation works like this: a hard reset from your computer. It would be going to sleep. You're gonna enter into that the good sleep, the REM sleep or whatever. So many times that's like a hard reset to me. Dump all your memory, file things away. Come up with plans, and then up you're awake, let's go again. Meditation, in some aspects, you can go into deep meditation, but meditation would be, to me, a soft reset. Yeah. You gave yourself and your brain a break from all the stress you've been putting yourself under, so now you get to start a little bit less on the bullshit meter next time you saw it. From what I've read also, if you smoke enough marijuana and put yourself in a setting, you could speed up what meditation supposedly will get you to. I've just heard that as a cheat sheet. They're like, you can train for fucking 10 years to learn to meditate, or you could just take a shitload of pot and put yourself in the right environment and try to do it, and it's like going to get you there faster. I don't know if that's true. That's just something I researched. I've tried to meditate before. I think I convinced myself it worked before.
Really?
I think I have. But I look at it and I go, it's fucking bullshit. Maybe I'm feeling stressed for a reason. Maybe if I took fucking 20 minutes instead of sitting there in a fucking silence trying to fucking ease my mind with my hands on my fucking leg, trying to put different parts of my body to sleep, I would just fucking do something and be productive and fix my problem. So I'm like, I've heard somebody too when I was studying Buddhism. They're like, oh, you get angry all the time and you don't have no patience. I thought you got Buddhist stuff up. You think you would have learned something. I'm like, yeah, I learned that a fucking monk lives on a mountain with no job, no woman, no fucking kid, no bills, no, they don't even want to achieve, they want to achieve enlightenment.
Yeah.
And what do you do all day? You fucking sit around, you sing songs, you read ancient scriptures, and you fucking, so a lot of time you don't do nothing. You call it meditating. So I was like, well, no wonder why they're at peace. Like, they don't have none of these fucking problems.
Yeah.
And do I really want to die going, I reached enlightenment and found out that suffering is attachment and love. And if you cut yourself off from that, you can live a happy life standing on a mountain by yourself looking at a bunch of bald-headed dudes.
Yeah.
So fuck meditation, man.
Isn't Buddhism the one where they think that life is suffering, and then when you finally get past that, that's when you...
Oh, right? Yeah, they all offer something better at the end.
Right, yeah.
Something to look forward to.
Well, you know what I'm after meditation, what I really am looking into?
Shock therapy.
DMT.
Oh, really? Dimethyltryptamine?
Where can we get some of this stuff?
I don't know, man. You have to go to Suke.
I really
want to live with some natives. You could probably go. I think there's actually vacations you can go to where they'll make you like peyote tea or.
I don't want peyote. I want DMT.
Yeah, no, they got a natural.
It's Joe Rogan said
cactus. Oh, right, gotcha.
I'm just, all
right.
I'm being honest. He's the one who turned me on to it. Apparently, it's called the God drug.
Dude, anything.
Right?
Deadpool says and does is funny, and anything Joe Rogan says is definitely true. And it's amazing. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Oh. It's a chemical, and you're telling me your brain produces it when you go to sleep?
Because he smoked DMT, and now he's
everything's amazing to him. Goddamn. I seen a coyote eat an antelope. That's amazing. That's amazing. They actually rip the flesh and feed it. The mother rips the flesh and feeds the babies. That's incredible. You mean they take care of their babies?
So I'm putting this out there.
All right.
Just
you want some DMT?
I want some DMT. Who's the DMT dealer?
Oh no! And who would you trust that would have DMT that you're like, yeah, I definitely will ingest that from you?
Well, I mean.
You don't even know what it is. It might just be rat poison.
Any of the other people I've gotten drugs from around across the years.
But you don't even know what it looks like.
I think you smoke it. You know
really?
What I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I think you smoke it.
What do you mean you think? You went and researched this? Joe Rogan didn't say how you do it?
Apparently you're supposed to take 3 hits, and on the 3rd hit, you immediately go into some other dimension.
Yeah, right.
And it lasts about 15 minutes.
Spirit world.
Right? And then you talk to God.
I think Asuke is the name of it. I've never said it before. I've just read it in books.
Yeah, so
I researched like acid and all the natural things for a while. It was really fun.
Basically,
I didn't really spend no time doing it, but I read a lot about it.
And I'm just probably sure that I'll smoke the DMT and I'll get fucked up, and then I'll be like, oh shit, that didn't work either.
That's what I would hope. I didn't want you to like. I come in here the next day and you're all fucking wigging out and got all these crazy things and the fucking place is painted weird. And
I tell you what, though, I'll smoke the DMT and then tell you what I'll do it on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do it on the show.
What about salvia?
Is
that different? Does Joe Rogan like that?
I think it's different, but I've been around people who have done it before because they used to sell it at like the head shops and all before they made it illegal.
Yeah, see, that you're telling me does not sound appetizing at all. Now, if it was to like go into a village to where there's these little vacations you can pay for and you go like
that's ayahuasca.
Do peyote and ayahuasca. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go and do that like in a decent environment where they know what they're doing with it and
go with shamans. I don't want ayahuasca. I want to try. I'm focused on DMT.
Yeah, it's just why would you ingest something in your body? You didn't know. It might not even be DMT. Like, how do you know? That's the fucking crazy thing.
You got trust.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's not intelligent, man. I won't even eat a fucking French fry if somebody touched it.
Right? Nah, I'm good. Yeah. I'll starve.
You can buy some fucking drugs. Usually you can look at it and go, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, right? All right, man. Well, look, this has been good. I'm glad,
Do you feel better though?
I feel a little bit better.
Right. Are you still doing the film fest?
Well, I don't know yet. Oh. I'm gonna have to
That's
get
a bad
with,
answer.
I'm gonna have to get with what remains of my team tomorrow and have a serious sit down conversation and be like, look, is this something that we really want to do? Or are we being fucking dumbheaded right now and we should just let this go and move on to the next thing?
Right.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm 50-50 right now. I'm 100% 50-50.
Yeah, because I don't think it's your decision at this point, right?
Well, no. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from fucking
using a GoPro,
a fucking iPhone, and Jack Lock told me independent films are shot on iPhones all the time now. Which whatever. I don't.
He's not Joe Rogan, but he might be right.
Yeah, you never not trust him. He's a trustable, likable type of guy. So, I know you said you got a big groundbreaking thing on.
Oh man,
Not Real
I
Radio.
can't wait to announce it tomorrow.
Do y'all have a guest?
Yes, there's a guest. There's a new hour is going to take place.
Really?
On
Who's the
Radio.
guest? Are we announcing that, or it's a surprise?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna release it on there.
You put it out.
I did the artwork for it and everything. It's gonna be fun. Yeah,
nice.
I can't wait. I'm very excited. Got 2 really good shows booked.
Yeah, see, it's probably better you didn't do the film fest. You see, you already producing stuff. Right?
Oh yeah, motivated too.
Right.
Like you motivated me.
Eh.
That's why I'm like, I love the fuck out of cheese.
Yeah. I mean, well,
it's amazing. You motivated me. I'm like, maybe might not have been on that, but at least I'm motivated.
It ain't gonna be long until I come to you with the next fucking harebrained scheme. And
dude, if my idea takes off, you might be like, hey, fuck, I should have been doing that day. You're fucking over here doing this.
Yeah.
This guy's going places.
Well, I'll be tuned in. Not Real Radio, 8 o'clock Sunday night. Until next time, it's been Wine and Cheese. We'll talk to you then. Anger.